So much excitement. Yeah, no kidding. All right. Okay. Hey guys, it's Wraith, Kat, and Sylvia here for another podcast moment. And this is actually a really exciting one because, as many of you know, we are putting together a Kickstarter for the Everdark Omnibus paperbacks, hardcovers, ebooks, all this kind of awesome stuff that we're bringing you. And so Kat asked a question. She wanted to sort of tell me what your guys' thoughts were. So Kat, will you set us up with, for example, what you asked and then go from there?
Yeah, this was kind of a spur of the moment thing because I was just talking about what we were doing with people, and they're like, have you ever done a Kickstarter before? And I'm like, well, no, but it's not my circus and not my monkeys.
Right.
But I'm like, you know, Pops, your point is well taken. Why don't we ask our audience so that they can tell us what they want?
Exactly.
So I posted.
We kind of done that before we did the whole thing, but whoopsie.
Well, it's our show. We can do it the way we want.
Exactly.
For better or for
We
worse.
want to.
We adopt the Apple philosophy of product creation, which is that we know what you like and we will deliver it and you will like it.
And believe us, our power supplies won't work too. So that's all it's all good. Yeah.
So I asked, have you ever backed a project on Kickstarter? If yes, what did you like or not like about the experience? So here are the stats. I mean, this was like 12 hours of responses, so not a ton. 108 people voted. 44% of those said yes, and 56% said no. So pretty good. Here are some really good things for us to think about, and we have thought about some of them, which is why we're doing things the way we're doing. Gabby C says, only real frustrating point is when creators don't update or notify backers regularly. I've currently got a couple whose production and shipping times got extended, and I don't mind waiting because they gave us the heads up right away. And then another one where the last update was over a year ago. Now, here's what is a really great idea, and I never even thought of this, so you guys probably have. She says, I also like the option to be able to buy other works from a creator as optional extras in the process because it means I see works I didn't know existed and can get them all shipped together.
Yeah, I think that we should think about Vampires Club and Cinders and Ashes.
Right.
Because those have those really beautiful new covers.
Yes.
And we're not going to be doing Kickstarters for those ever. They're just going to. Maybe we will.
You're right. We probably won't on the. Well, I don't know. Maybe. Well, this is the problem with this. So, guys, I think that's a brilliant idea that, quite frankly, that we make sure that you know that there are other options and everything like that. But when she says ship together, all of this is being shipped from the printer. So if we were to have our works shipped to you, that printer would have to be printing them, which means that I would be like, Shiny, can we do something more for these?
No.
And that would be potentially a disaster. But they actually both have new cover artwork, both the Vampires Club and Cinders and Ashes,
it looks
for example.
So good too.
It does look so good. So we could potentially upload files there, and if people wanted to get those, they could, maybe in paperback, but it wouldn't be the bells
the fancy
and whistles
special edition.
Because when you see the bells and whistles,
amazing.
It's sort of like crazy town and what we've done. Maybe the Vampires Club, because those we could probably easily upload the files for that.
And we've had such a time getting them printed with Amazon. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah. It's one of those. If we can think of a good way to do it, then we should.
But brilliant idea.
Yeah,
thank you.
really
thank you.
Idea.
What's her name? I'm sorry.
This is Gabby C.
So thank you so much, Gabby C, for that suggestion, because that's brilliant.
Michelle Coleman says, I backed one of my favorite bands' campaign. They were absolutely amazing at keeping us updated. Did live streams to raise awareness of the campaign, were very honest considering fan feedback, and the stretch goals they added when they saw how eager everyone were fun. That's kind of in line with our philosophy of
keeping people in
keeping people in the loop, because I've backed Kickstarters where the latest update is 6 months ago.
Just so you know, you will not have to worry about that with us. We are, in fact, incredibly overly talking about things.
Shut up.
Content?
Right?
What?
No, and we're going to keep you in line. And this is like what's important to note is while this is our first Kickstarter, this is not our first rodeo. Meaning we have gotten books out and projects out, huge products, on a timely basis.
As the content person,
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you doing this when there's no video? Why are you talking about this when we're not recording it?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
she was.
Really couldn't open the box. I was trying to open the box and Kat was like, stop! Wait, I'm like, am I on a reality TV show?
Draco Dawnstar says, yes, I love the different tier levels, the rewards, the updates of the projects. Really excited about the Everdark Kickstarter event. My credit card is ready.
I know that you have been a very wonderful supporter of ours. And the idea is that I have all these people to draw upon. We already have amazing art. We have amazing designer. I have an amazing musician and videographer. We go overkill. One more illustration. And looking at it now, I am stunned and amazed. You get to put together that beautiful video of showing it how good it looks.
Gonna be
funny. We need to buy like some candles and like
yes.
Like a dark velvet background. Or something.
Well, we need lighting.
Yes.
And I'm going
to. The budget has already blown. So
yeah, so let's just keep going. That's the Wraith Rain philosophy. You've already spent a castle's worth of money on this project. Let's just keep
going.
going.
There must be a Joann's Fabrics closing somewhere.
Vampire Lyra says, I backed Critical Role Legend of Vox Machina campaign. Cool.
Yes, which came about and became such a beautiful thing.
I've done a couple dice ones and a couple of badge ones. I only backed one I kind of regretted, and that's because we were basically lied to and the product wasn't as good as they were making out. But I still got the stuff. We're not nervous about the quality. Like, obviously, now that we've gotten the proofs, there's nothing to be afraid of. But there's always that question, like, oh no, will people be disappointed? Like, obviously, nobody will. No one could possibly be disappointed with this print job.
And we have the proofs. So we'll do videos of the proofs.
So you will
see them as they actually are, like in living color.
That was one of the crucial things we wanted to make sure we had them on hand so that we ourselves could examine them. There's color illustrations, there's black and white illustrations, there's just gorgeous like rose illustrations. It's unbelievable what everyone put together. One thing that I want to be really clear for those of you who are maybe not as familiar with us, this is already done. It's a pre-order system. It's not a fund something. It's already done. Everything's finished. It just needs to be printed for you.
We're really just using this as a way to make sure that we order enough for the people who want it and not too much or too few. Erin Arhelm says, my husband it's taken the artist years to deliver the final product, but the product was excellent. Yeah, I too have backed lots of indie games, which are at least a year out from production, like from being shipped. So I can relate and I'm willing to wait.
Yeah.
The way a lot of people use Kickstarters, they don't have the funds to do a project.
And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying there
wrong
is.
with it.
No.
And they run a Kickstarter to get the funds and then they make the thing. So obviously, like, they haven't yet made the thing. So it's going to take a lot of time and it's might involve trouble. Like, if we had done it that way, we would be late.
Yeah.
But we didn't. We've done it in a way that, we've already made the thing and now.
Yeah.
It's the only way we feel comfortable, especially for the first one.
Absolutely.
So Cinema Dreamer says, not on Kickstarter, but I did on another platform for Simon's Cat. It's a cartoon YouTuber.
I know who that is.
Yeah,
you know Simon's Cat.
He wanted to do a short film. I liked there was a range of perks, like 1 to 5 pounds for digital pictures or stickers.
Yep.
20 to 30 for books and t-shirts, and more for art or even art lessons. So that's kind of something that we are still working out. We're pretty close to our tiers, but until we press that go live button, we can still play around with the extras.
We wanted to make sure that there were tiers where you could, if you just wanted to support, you would get like some digital stickers and the digital artwork. It would definitely be of value to you, but you wouldn't have to spend the big bucks to get, like, for example, the hardcover or anything like that. And by the way, even if you can't get it right now, don't worry. These are not going away. You'll be able to purchase them later from our shop.
This is sort of like our fun launch party.
It's a fun launch party, right?
And as we discussed in other podcasts, our way of seeing if Kickstarter is going to promote us to audiences that we can't reach.
That's the biggest thing otherwise we would have just continued to do what we've always done, which is announce it here, announce it to the members, announce it to our lists. But Kickstarter is queer friendly and does promote, and that's the whole idea, because as you guys know, It's a little bit not good out there for us in terms of reaching people and in terms of getting support from other platforms. So our hope is that Kickstarter, with its very queer-friendly group out there, is good. Their community. So
Oniro says, I am currently backing 2 tabletop RPGs on Kickstarter, and I'm very hyped. Can't wait to add your omnibus to the list. PJO Paloma says, I haven't, but have considered backing certain indie video games, Critical Role animated series, but in the end, I either forgot about the campaign, saw it too late, or had no money. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, that happens. One of the things that we're going to ask you to do, and hopefully the link will be live when this goes out, is there's a period where you can literally just say follow the campaign so that Kickstarter knows that you're interested. So then when it does go live, it will in fact show it to you. But more importantly, the amount of people who do that, it also juices that algorithm for them to show it to a lot more people.
Lieke Mueller says, I've backed board games, also YouTube series. I like regular updates, even when it's been a while and there's no real progress.
Regular updates, yes.
This is what we're absolutely going to avoid is the update void. Beth Gallivan says, I've backed one and it was a disaster. The book had to be reprinted. Not all the extras were included. Yep, this is what we want to avoid. So that's why we got
we're
PROOFS.
Really keeping things tight this time. In terms, there's still going to be some really cool things. But for example, we're keeping all the extras digital. There is no physical other than the books that are being printed from the printer shipped to you this time out. I do have grand plans for the next one, but we'll see. The idea is that you get a good product in a timely manner and it matches your expectations or exceeds them.
We really put everything into the book. We've got a few stickers and some extra stuff, but we're like, should we buy a candle? Should we do whatever? That book is just lights out, smash a baseball bat through a window and hit the ball and it's a home run. It's got 27 illustrations, of course, over the 3 volumes. It's nutty. But we just did all that.
The book is the thing.
The book is the sticker.
Yeah, keeping it simple too, because this is the first time we've done this. So Cersei DM says, I have many times, also on many other platforms. I love Kickstarter campaigns. It's nice to have regular updates about the project. When you reach a new milestone during the campaign and after the campaign, at least once or twice a month to give updates on the production process. Don't be like my cousin who had an automatic message sent every day during the last 10 days of his campaign to ask us for more money. No, we're not going to do that. No. I don't even know how you do that. Is there a Kickstarter option? Well, I won't be using it.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Very annoying. I want this to be fun. The reason we're doing this is because it's fun.
All of this is supposed to be fun. We want you to feel joy. We want you to love the books. We want you to love the worlds and love us. That's the whole idea.
But this has definitely given at least me some ideas about how, because I'm going to be doing most of the communication, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And what people want from us in terms of where we are in the project. I am coming from this assuming that most of the people who want this are already on our mailing list. But that might not actually be true.
The whole idea is that this hopefully isn't true, that we have a ton of people on the mailing list, but a ton of new people who find us. I'm not saying this as the author, but I know that this book is beautiful enough to be worthy of any bookshelf. And the audio portion is so exquisite that just all of it's so exquisite.
They're weighty tomes, too.
Yes, they're heavy.
Especially if you've gotten a hardcover printed from Amazon.
Right.
Where
we're gonna
but these are very thick, heavy books. The feel of quality.
We're so excited to bring this to you and to share with you all we're doing and to give you regular updates
and
about
photos.
Where we're at and photos, and we're anxious for you to have this in your hands as much as
get photos of them in the wild.
Yes, photos in the wild are going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And we hope that, you share with people that you've got them, that what they're like, and that your honest opinion. So that's really important to us. Please, in the comments, let us know things that you've experienced with Kickstarters or things you're hoping about or any questions you have, and we will be sure to get back to you shortly.
Or if you have stretch goal ideas too.
Because
we really don't. We really
didn't.
We didn't do that because it's done. And also if you want regular updates, join our mailing list,
Yes.
I will post the link in the note. And also on YouTube community tab, we are going to be posting photos, like what we unboxed today. I'm going to just take a quick photo and stick it up there.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, guys. We'll talk to you soon.